Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. As you can see, we're not working on the bus today.
We're not.
We're gonna give you an update on where we are now, what we're doing, what's going on with the school bus, and where we plan on going to continue to build the school bus.
Yes.
So, you wanna start off?
So we'll just quickly backtrack.
Mm-hmm.
And some of you guys may be like questioning like why so late in the game we figured out that we had holes in our foundation, really, I guess you would say, like our floor.
Yeah.
And basically when we purchased the bus originally in June, there was a lot of things that the owner told us that were untrue or half truths.
The owner didn't disclose a lot of things, let's put it in other words.
Very professional, honey. So long story short, this is what happened. We pretty much, like, there were a lot of things, and this subflooring was one of them.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why we purchased the bus. We thought, okay, great, like the seats are out, subflooring's in, we just have to really start framing out the walls and get to work, and we'll have this bus done in 3 months top. We were so wrong.
Yeah.
So we decided to start on the outside, work our way on the inside, and by the time we made our way in the inside, we ended up ripping up the rubber on the steps.
Yeah, we did the rubber on the steps, and then we did one plywood, one piece of plywood, to see where how she treated the floor.
Right.
So once we like pulled up the first piece of plywood, and we realized that she really didn't treat the floor right, we ended up like tearing up the whole floor that day.
Right. And I think, so backtrack a little, we didn't decide to pull up that subflooring.
Oh yeah.
Until once we ripped up the rubber from the stairs, we kind of started to see like the very like edges of the floor and realized there was like very thick rust, and we were like, that's kind of where our suspicion started of like, I don't think she was 100% when she said she treated the floors.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where you were like, okay, I'm gonna take up this piece. So we kind of just started to like, it's almost like peeling paint, and just like like little by little we were like, okay, I don't know about this.
Yeah.
And then when you said, I think we should take up the entire flooring, I was like, oh, okay. Like, pump the brakes, we're good. I think that it was just like this area, and like I'm grateful that we did, and you know, I mean, we're always on the same page, so it just took a little persuading. So we ended up bringing the floor up, and I remember right before I was like, listen, this is just a little pep talk. We're gonna find holes in the floor. Like, don't be surprised by it. Just like be calm and whatever. And then I remember we ended up popping up one of the pieces, and we started singing a song. And he was like, oh, there's a hole, there's a hole, there's a hole.
Oh man.
And like there was like huge like holes, like you could see the ground from the wheel, like from the wheel wells.
Yeah.
So that is what brought us to like pretty much now.
So another thing that she didn't disclose. What a surprise, right? No, but she told us that one of the brake lines were broken, which it was broken, and I fixed it, but we still didn't get brakes.
Yeah. Which is why we drove the bus originally on like the 10% brakes.
Yeah. We just really thought it was the brake line, and we thought we were gonna, be good. And that didn't do the job. So so right now our school bus is at a mechanic shop. It's gonna be there at least for a week. So we dropped it off on Saturday, and it's gonna get looked at on Tuesday.
Yeah. So, funny story. So it took us a while. It took some persuading to get him to agree to drive it 3 miles down the road to a diesel mechanic shop because we couldn't get anybody to come out and actually do it like
Yeah.
on site. And yeah, he almost crashed 3 times, twice into me, once into a tree, and he ran a stop sign. So we prepared ourselves the day before. We're like, okay, we're gonna go there at 5 in the morning, or we're gonna wake up at 5 in the morning. We're gonna get there before there's like traffic and whatever, before the sun comes up,
Yeah.
and that's exactly what we did. And thank God, I think we only saw like a couple cars on the road, and we ended up like, I think we were about like a mile and a half when I was like, okay, we're almost there. Like once we get there, like we're good. And then the closer I got, we end up finding the place. We're turning in, and I was like, great, we made it. Like, what can go wrong at this point? And funny story. So I parked, and I was waiting for him to park. So he drives up to then reverse into a spot, and that was probably like the longest like 30 seconds of my life. He drove up, put the bus in reverse, and in my mind I saw as he was like flying backwards because he couldn't stop the bus, and it was headed straight into a shuttle. I think he ended up like missing it by like this much. The hand of God, to say the least, because I really don't even know how he stopped at last moment, but he did, and we're here, and the bus is in the shop. So hopefully they will call us back this week and not request of us a kidney or a limb. So yeah, that's where the bus is now.
Yeah, once we get brakes, we will start on welding the floor. We plan on doing it from the wheel well to the back of the bus. That's about 15 feet. We have contacted like several welders, and right now I'm currently working with a couple welders that are willing to do the job, but we just have to get the bus a little closer to New York, upstate New York, because the bus is like pretty much almost close to New York City, and that's a far drive.
Yeah.
Compared to where they work or where they live.
Right.
Once the flooring is done, then we can proceed and insulate it and put the subflooring in.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the plan now. Where we're headed next? Where we're headed next is we don't know.
Yeah, we really don't know.
So we know that we have to be somewhere warm. Originally, we were almost persuaded. We entertained the idea at first.
Yeah.
To stay here until we finish the build. And then we just really thought about it and we were like, that's not even an option. Like the weather here gets pretty bad in the winter.
Yeah.
It gets really cold, and it's already cold at this point. It's like 40s, 50s.
Right.
And yeah, so that's not an option. We don't know where we're going. We definitely know that we have to be somewhere warmer. Yeah. We're probably not going to head to Florida.
No.
But
yeah, I think we have options. There's several states that we can travel to.
Yeah.
So if anybody's watching, lives down south somewhere and has a nice long driveway with extra space and maybe even like a garage with extra space, please keep us in mind.
Please think of us.
Please. No, I'm just kidding. But no, seriously.
Yeah. We're not playing. We're not playing around.
We're not playing. But yeah, we plan on going down south for sure. Somewhere a little warmer.
Yeah.
Even if the winters they get it. I want to go to a state where the winters get to like 50 or something, you know, like the lowest 50 or like high 40s.
And where it pretty much doesn't snow.
Yeah.
And if it does, it's probably like a thin layer that will melt by the time afternoon.
By afternoon, yeah.
Which is probably like Arizona, but we don't want to go back to Arizona. I think right now we just kind of want to stay closer to home. And by closer we mean like like Texas is fine, or like, well,
Mm.
that's probably like the furthest we'd go. But maybe like Tennessee, Arkansas,
The Carolinas.
the Carolinas, like that kind of
Mm.
area, and proximity, we mean to like home.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is the plan. We don't know where we're going. We know it has to be warm. We are not going to take the route we took last year.
Oh no, definitely not.
And yeah, we're just gonna leave with whatever the bus looks like.
Yeah.
By the time we leave in 6 weeks, that's whatever it looks like.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Like always.
Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and leave us some suggestions. Like, where should we go? Where is it warm?
Yeah.
Who has a driveway?
What's the best date?
And yeah, what's the best date?
I think like I said, we're pretty flexible when it comes to when it comes to where we're going.
Oh, and this is very specific, but if anyone has ever been to Little Rock, Arkansas, and you have anything good to say about it or bad, please let us know down below. All right. Peace.
Everything's so much better.